Alright, hello everybody. Um, this is going to be Brics part 28. Now, as into where I was talking about the failure of the Afghanistan withdrawal in the previous video under Brics 27, I'm um, changing that. Um, I'm gonna end up finishing that up, but I thought that this was important. So I'm moving this to the forefront. So, as you can see, this is a military review, the professional journal of the U.S. Army, and there's 3 dates, 3 windows, all of DOTMLPF-P. Now, I've only just skimmed this. I haven't really read it deeply, but from everything that I skimmed, I was like, holy shit, this aligns with everything that I've been trying to warn people about. And so we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna spend about 10 minutes. We'll begin at 10 to 15 minutes, somewhere in there. But first, I want to show you who I got this from. Okay, so this is the woman who sent this to me in a reply. Her name is Abigail on X. Um, More specifically, at Abby Sarah, um, with a little underscore right there. But you see it right there. I got it highlighted. Um, so let's go back to getting into this article. Okay, so back to it. Okay, 3 dates, 3 windows, and all of DOTMLPF-P. How the People's Liberation Army poses an all of Army challenge. Okay, so this picture above releases declassified images of a video September, October 2023 that captures a People Liberation Army fighter jet conducting a coercive and risky intercept against a lawfully operating U.S. asset over the South China Sea. The jet approached to a distance of just 40 feet before repeatedly flying above and below the U.S. aircraft and flashing its weapons. After the U.S. operator radioed the PLA, which is the People's Liberation Army fighter jet, the pilot responded using explicit language. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to read a little bit. Oh, before I go any further, um, this is a research because I'm trying to understand, or we're trying to understand, breaks and this move to World War III and the Great Depression. Um, so I just want everybody to know that this is for research purposes. Okay, so 2015, there was a movement to modernize the PLA, and to basically make it stronger. Because the goal of General Secretary Z seems to be fighting and winning a modern joint multi-dominion war, what the CCP terms the strong enemy, which is the United States. Okay, and this process challenges the U.S. That has been accustomed to enjoying a significant edge in capabilities over its adversaries dating back to the Cold War. So like I've been warning, China is challenging us. But we need to understand what the CCP and the PLA are trying to accomplish with its modernization. It is more than material. It is instead about creating an armed capability to defeat the strong enemy regionally and eventually globally. China's military modernization covers every part of what the U.S. military calls DOTMLPF-P. Doctrine, organization, training, material leadership and education, personnel, facilities, and policy. Okay, and it's trying to overcome these two inabilities, these two big gaps, and the five incapables. Okay. So, and the CCP knew that they needed to rapidly do this to upgrade and modernize its abilities to win this war against the US. It is not designed for mere technological overmatch. Okay, key point there. It is not designed for mere technical overmatch. It is instead designed to challenge the U.S. Army and joint forces across three areas that have underpinned U.S. military dominance in the post-Desert Storm period. Dominance in material, dominance in soldiers and leaders, and dominance in approach to warfare. Okay. So, 3 dates, like I've been trying to tell y'all. 3 dates, people. Well, you'll see these dates that I've been echoing across. Okay, the PLA modernization challenge does not exist in a vacuum. It is part of a broader plan by the CCP to create the great rejuvenation of the Chinese nation by 2049. Remember when I've been telling you that the whole Brics thing and you guys are being lied to about 2030. The real date is 2050. I've been trying and going blue in the face trying to warn everybody about this. And I say it over and over and over again. You can research, you can look in, you can go on my homepage on Twitter, use the search function, and just probably type 2050 and you'll see everything that I'm talking about. You know what? Let's go ahead and pause this and let me bring that up to see if it does that. Okay, so here we go. Let me type in 2050 up here. You see how I'm on my homepage? Okay. Oh, I didn't do the Teriel thing. There, hold on. On the computer, on my phone, I can just type that, but let's go, Raphael Teriel. 2050. Okay. See, peer-reviewed articles about the future provide the same scenario. Blackouts, you lose. Either way you lose, and solar panels expire in 2050. That's one. No, Brics is not good. Brics was designed to replace the dollar by 2050. And then, you shouldn't ask yourself why 2030, but why 2050. Solar panels expire by 2050. The line by 2050. Brics dominance by 2050. What else have they planned for 2050? Once again, right here. Yes. That novel reading doesn't have anything. That doesn't have anything to do. See, once again, the plan is 2050, not 2030. 2030 is a smaller goal, which we will go into. Okay? The sun is going to go to sleep probably between 2030 and 2050. Right now, that's looking more towards the 2050 area, probably a little bit before, but more on that on BG's cast podcast. Yep. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, see right here on the right there, I've been trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and trying to tell you about 2050. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to talk just a little bit more to reveal the 3 dates, and then I'm going to continue on Monday on this. Okay, so, okay. So 2049 is the centennial of the foundation of the People's Republic for China. It is part of a broad party-led effort to secure for China a leading place in the world. Okay, so hold on, let me read. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, China has been engaged in a broad whole-nation effort to achieve these goals, including efforts as the Belt Road Initiative, its 3 warfares, construct for great power competition, leadership in international organizations, think about the WHO and stuff like that, and and remember, I went over a peer-reviewed paper that was called, what was it called? It was called The Illiberal World Order, where it talked about China replacing the US and these global organizations to claim leadership. You see how it's all coming together now? And a renewed focus on diplomacy. Its role in Brics, a Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa alliance. Its work to restore relations between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and even its political engagement to resolve the Russia-Ukraine war. Okay, so what are these 3 dates? The 3 dates that I've basically been echoing for a long time. The CCP has not been shy about talking about this, okay? But in terms of the timeline, let's look at the 2 dates that these 2 dates really matter, 2035 and 2049. But a third, 2027 has recently come to the forefront in terms of where China is going. These dates need to be addressed in reversed order, starting with 2049. And I will begin that the next time. So let me review with you why these dates, 2027, 2035, and 2049 matter from the research that I've done before we go into these dates to see how well they align up. So think about this. 2026 to 2035, I've been warning about a Great Depression, and this Great Depression begins with China's economy going down and then India's economy going down. Okay, we are just 1 year from this, and this may hit kind of in 2027, okay? but the real, but it's coming, and it's coming soon. Okay, and it's supposed to be worse than the Great Depression in the 20s. Okay, 2025 or 2035 is when this Great Depression is supposed to end, and also World War III, because I have about World War III. If World War III doesn't start during this term, then it starts during the Great Uniter's term. So we might have to extend World War III to 2036. Somewhere between 2035 and 2036. Because it's, or 2037. Because it's supposed to take place during that person's term. And I feel like he gets elected twice. Or she. I don't know which one. It might be a she. Because 2028 will be that election, and they don't serve until 2029, and 8 years is 2037. Now, I'd say 2035 and 2036 is more the possible reality. Maybe it's like a 7 years of war. But we'll get to that. In 2049, the original plan for Brics was to have everything done by 2050. Okay, so 2049 would be something that they would welcome because they want it done before 2050. And then the third is 2027 because around 2026 and 2027 is when the Great Depression begins. Bingo. Fuck everyone who told me I was wrong or insane for everything that I've been talking about. Not really. I forgive all you people. Really, we need to organize and voice the truth, because the truth is being hidden from us. Really, really bad. And the American people are being blind. By both sides, the left and the right, okay? I'm not too happy with some of the things that Trump is doing right now. But the left is also not the answer, okay? So, I'm gonna float a new idea. I'm not the left, I'm not the right, but my new party is the middle. That's right. The middle fucking finger party. Okay? So, anyway, more on this Monday. Sorry, I originally planned on doing this on Monday. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be able to do it today, but I said, fuck it, I need to do this. Because it's very important. And I just see too many things going haywire. And we need a punch you in the face wake up moment. And I'm hoping this provides that moment of clarity, that I'm not wrong in everything that I've been trying to tell everyone. And I'm not trying to be right, and God, I wish I wasn't right when it comes to this, because this is going to lead to horrible, horrible, horrible things. Things that you don't even foresee coming. And I've been trying to sound the alarm on this for a long time. For a long, 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 long time. Ever since about 2001. And I'm hoping I finally break through when people start seeing. And like I said, it's not about me being right. The whole reason I've been doing this since 2001 is to save as many lives as possible. Because for me, it's about transforming consciousness and helping this world achieve greater heights through a higher form of consciousness than to be dragged back down into darkness. And I hope I break through. But other than that, I'll talk a little bit about this too or I'll try to on at BG Cast podcast. Um, but I needed to show people this because I need people to wake up because I definitely can't do this alone. You can't do this alone. And if we go at this at individuals, we're fucked. We need to put differences aside. We need to talk. We need to organize. And we need to stop this reality right here that's in front of me. Okay? There's other things going on in the background, too, that need to be stopped. And all this can be done peacefully through consciousness. And well, unfortunately, war is going to happen. But my main goal, maybe war doesn't have to happen. My main goal is to stop all this with a higher level of consciousness. I'm not for sure if that reality can be attained at this moment, if we've missed too much time. But that just means we just got to work harder toward it. 2028 will be a big year for the United States leading into 2029 because I know that the Great Uniter runs on a campaign of peace. So that means that I don't think the United States gets too much involved or doesn't attack China. They may attack Iran. I don't know. But I know that we probably won't go to war with China until 2029. Maybe. And maybe before. But so there's a possibility of still avoiding this, but we have to up our consciousness game really, really good. In a transformative way, something I know how to do, something I'll talk more with on BG's podcast, hopefully. I know I've announced that there's a shitload to talk about, so I'm hoping that we have enough room to talk about everything. But on this, I'm gonna sign out. I'll see you guys Monday, and y'all have a good one, okay? And this has been a Don't Become What You Hate production.